Yo, yo! When I was in Vegas last year, I appeared on the Soulful White Academy's Poker Out Loud, which is a poker show where you wear noise cancelling headphones, talk about your decisions so no one else can hear you live in the game, and then they get to use that for educational content. They sent me the three hands that I requested from them, which are the most interesting hands I think I played, and I'm going to review them for you now. So, without further ado, let's take a look.
He's playing 8 and 9. The guy's going to be pretty standard 3 bet. I'm going to make 85.
We raised to 85. Oh, but that's not my fault. Big wine fault?
It's a 3 bet. I'm sure the same fold, some frequency. We're deep enough that the table is also fine. Where it also goes.
Yeah, so this hand is a pretty standard 3-bet versus an open. Again, we're playing an anti-game. It's 5, 10, 10. Calling Jack 10 off is just not a thing versus 3-bets. Yeah, it is folded 100%, buddy, versus 3-bets. I know that people want to play hands and people get bored, but I mean, this guy in particular is a PLO player, you know, and they like playing pots. You'd think that he'd see this one and go, it's shit, let's fold this one, but no, I can't say anything too good about this corporate.
Pretty interesting picture, especially with my hand. I'm still just going to take a check range here, which I think in fold is better than it is in PLO, even on a picture like this. Okay, it's pretty deep here, so I can't really bet this up time jam. So the question is, do I want to put my range on this board? That's pretty close. I probably make a mistake with this hand because I call raise. Sizing wise, I don't think I have a 1/3 sizing on this flop. I think I have, in general, quite a large size. But I think I don't want to go super big with this hand. The pot is 195, so I'm going to go 120.
Yeah, so I go for like a middling, unsure, whatever size. I think I would have preferred myself to either like pot it or go a third, as I was sort of prone to do. I guess I would just like, when I'm on show in these high, you know, these mid-stakes educational videos, I go a bit like, oh, I guess I should play properly. But properly for me is just betting a third. I just know what to do when I bet a third. So I regret not betting a third, and I just wish I was a bit more confident in the time to just do that.
Kind of an interesting spot already. In my hand, I think I would have pretty well check raise line, but I'm not sure how many check raises I actually did here on this board. Obviously, we have a disproportionate amount of overpairs. I don't really know how many of my like king jack suiteds want to be putting in a raise here and narrowing down his continuing range hand that we're basically flipping with a lot of the time. They probably do with some frequency, but my hand seems like one that really benefits from a raise, but I don't think I get them enough to do it, and I'm confident I have enough raises here, so we're just going to flip and call.
Yeah, this is just classic American trying to sound smart when they don't really know what they're talking about. You're here with a hand that shouldn't be here. He's considering check raising because he's trying to like force his way to win the hand. A way to check raise this board. I mean, first of all, check raising is not necessarily a function of what his range is. It's sometimes a function of what my range is. So if I'm 3-betting too much and I'm c-betting too much, which is not implied by my sizes, then you can check raise the fuck out of me. Like, I'm just gonna have to fold like ace king, ace queen, king queen, like, and just gonna benefit your hand. The way that you would like not overdo this if you're gonna show it with jack 10 off here is to have both suits on the board. That's a really good way of controlling your frequency. So for example, here the board is diamond, diamond, club. You have spade diamond in your hand. If you had club diamond in your hand, it would make more sense. First of all, because then you can bluff up on diamonds and clubs and at least have blockers to those hands. So you can be a little bit more aggressive as well. Maybe having the backdoor flush would be good. Having a front door flush would be great too. But these are just tidbits of just fold this hand pre anyway. But I don't want to be the guy that just says fold pre and doesn't analyze it. Anyway, he calls and that's fine. I think that's, when he's at this point, is pretty standard.
We 100% check on these turn.
Yeah, he's right. 100% check. Way better for my range, especially if I'm c-betting wide. I'm just gonna have all the ace queens and ace kings. They didn't fold out with the check raise. As for me, I'm gonna be in a bit of a spot here with the sizing because I kind of want to go small on the ace so it allows me to bet a lot more, but then it means that I need to bet more rivers when I do happen to have bluffs. But my hand does not want to bluff the river because my hand has the worst blockers to bluff the river because I want him to have my hand. So if I bet small here, like 120, and like quarter pot or whatever, yeah, he's fucked with pocket sixes and he just has to fold. But if he doesn't, and maybe he still finds the call with like 9x because the bet's so small, I can't bluff king jack as much on the river because I want him to call the turn with king jack of diamonds and then fold the river, where so I block the folds. So it kind of is a weird one where I can maybe mix in a check, maybe use a large size just with this particular hand, maybe use a small size, but again, you can't make too many mistakes here. You have king jack of diamonds. You just use some logic at least, and then try and check your logic afterwards with the solver. Imagine it's a check.
Okay, ace on the turn, he still has some ace king within 4 bets, that's some ace queen in the flop, ace queen now, particularly one. He doesn't ace 9 suited, he's got some potentially 7 suited, but I don't think so. Question for me here is, do I want to bet or check? I can either play this hand like ace king, or I can play this hand like kings. I think it benefits from betting quite large because you can't rejam anyway, and then I give up on most rivers, so that's what I'm going to do. The body's 240 plus the original, which is 190, so that's 430, so I'm going to pretty big here, so I'm going to bet like 340.
Alright, so I've decided to go for the big bet to basically not bluff the river. And I've decided that he can't jam here. The reason he can't jam here is if he did trap the flop, like 9, 7s, deuces, then he must realize that when I bet the ace, if I am bluffing, I'm going to bluff the river like most of the time, if I am bluffing the turn. I might not be bluffing with this particular combo on the river, but if I am here with like queen jack off that decided to bet big or decided to barrel the ace, why would he not keep trapping with pocket 9s here? Because I'm just going to fire infinite on the river. So I would imagine if you trap the flop, you're going to trap the turn. So I think I'm right to assume that you shouldn't check raise here as Tallow.
That's 340.
Interesting spot here. I would assume my hand probably just pure folds at this point, but his sizing seems strange to me. He's probably playing a much different strategy than I am. I don't think I do a lot of this. Ace X on this texture, I would assume that my range still contains a lot more sets than his does. And overbetting like this, or betting large to polarize with all of your Ace X, seems like it's going to price out most of the hands that you actually want to keep in. And then a bunch of combo draws that are still doing fine against Ace X. So I'm not really 100% sure what my response is supposed to be to this, other than it looks really fishy to me. I think I'm probably going to just use the 10 of diamonds here, blocking some discontinues, and for what might be a little bit of a loose raise, just thinking that this looks like I want to win a type bet. This is not theoretical at all. I don't know. I would never bet this sizing with like Ace Jack here, so it's kind of strange.
Yeah, so he has basically picked up on the fact that I've probably fucked up my sizing here. And that's impressive by him. The counter to that, though, is that doesn't mean you could do anything about it. That doesn't mean you can just randomly start check raising Jack 10 off. Like, in a spot where you can't have check raises. And then we're just getting into this weird leveling war. It's like, well, I can't have anything, or at least you don't think I can have anything. I don't think that's true, by the way. I definitely think I could bet a large size here with, like, Ace-King. Especially Ace-King with no diamond. Because he should be floating the flop here. Or he's sometimes with, like, Ace-Queen, some, like, Ace-10 of clubs, some Ace-X of diamonds. Like, if he's got all combos of Ace-X of diamonds, betting big here with Ace-King is just mandatory. And I think that's true. So I definitely can have this size. He doesn't think so, which is fine. And he's kind of right with this kind of line here. Maybe I don't always have it. I disagree. And I may have fucked up this sizing, and he's decided to capitalize on that. But the problem here is that, what the fuck does he rep if he raises here? Like I just said, if he thinks I'm full of it, then how can you raise? Like, just let me bluff off. So what does check raising really achieve here? And can I work that out?
Maybe Ace-King does this. Specifically, I'm trying to build against force aces. In which case, my Jack 10 might be pretty bad blockers. No, we'll go virtually.
Raise.
So I wasn't expecting a raise here, to be honest. I don't think he's doing raising.
So he raises. I made it 340. What did he make? He made it.
You could have some slow play set.
He made it 1,000 with 910 behind. Like, doesn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck is he trying to rep? Is he trying to just like trap my Ace X that's gonna bet the river anyway? Is he just trying to like It literally makes zero sense to me. I'm just like, this is full of it. Like, I don't believe this. I know the cards are face up. I'm actually considering a call to call down King High here. And I just didn't do that because I was like, well, I think he's full of it, and maybe occasionally his bluffs are like, like he's not checking raising Ace 6 of diamonds here. I'm like pretty happy with my flush draw now. His Ace 6 of diamonds is just a clear call. There's something like Ace Queen. I don't think that's check raising for value. His Ace King, I'd be fucking sick if he pulled that off. But I just don't believe this at all. I think that he should be trapping everything on this turn, especially if he already trapped the flop, if he had anything. I see no value in raising. The fact that he does raise, I think, is complete bull. I don't know what his bullshit is, and I'm worried that he might have, like, pocket threes, 2x, something ridiculous that has showdown versus my hand. I really was considering just calling down this hand.
That's like 9s and 7s, but that doesn't make any sense because he should just drop everything on the turn here. So the only hand that really makes sense is possibly an Ace King. But to be honest, I don't really believe that either. I think he was here for that free. So I have no idea what his value range is here. Might be an Ace Queen. He might be trying to check raise me with a hand like 10-8, Jack 10.
10-8, Jack 10.
I don't know what check raise range he has here, to be honest. But I'm trying to basically figure out if I can call, if I can bluff you out, if I can fold. I mean, if I can't think of anything and he has a good hand, then I should still fold. And then I can call here. But if I do think he's got absolutely nothing, then I can gold in and then fold sometimes Ace Queen. Even though he's got hardly any chips left. That's fine too. I mean, Ace 9's right hand, I'm most worried about that. To be honest, it's at least likely to be check raise this time. I think he just gets trapped up. Pocket 9s isn't going to do anything now. Pocket 7s, maybe, but I don't think he should be. Because if I'm blocking here, he's just going to block off. It doesn't make any sense to check raise this time, to be honest.
Yeah, it's full of shit.
But it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't have a call. Because if he does bluff here with like Jack 10 on the turn.
Yeah, come on, call.
I'm actually beating that. You might have like King, Queen of clubs, which is a bit annoying. So I don't beat that. So maybe I jam King, Jack of diamonds, and I call King, Queen of clubs, King, Queen of diamonds to kind of like let him bluff off.
Yeah, so what I just said was I'm going to jam King Jack of Diamonds and call King Queen because I felt like the kicker could actually be a factor there. Like if he's random bluffing, like, I don't know, all sorts like some King Jack to like block my bluffs for some reason, or King Queen to like just like he blocks Ace King and Ace Queen, like King Queen of clubs maybe, would make some sense. So I was like, oh, it'd be terrible for my kicker to be a factor here. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to find the line with the kicker, but I wish I'd have called this. This would have been fucking sick.
Not sure. I'm gonna win. What?
I would like to say got him, but he got himself. I hope you enjoyed that review, and I'll see you on the next one.